Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only, and for those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law, and through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and also a short trading lesson at the end, so please stay tuned. Okay, quick recap of the previous video. We looked at a stock update for ticker symbol LKCO, Lucon Technology, so please refer back to the previous video for a stock update and news update on that stock, and there was also an update in terms of new strike price. Okay, so today's stock analysis is for ticker symbol AQMS Aqua Metals, and if you have a look at the screen there, we can see that on the week this closed up just in excess of 11% at $2.83. So it was overall a good week for this stock. There was a little bit of a pullback on the Friday where it went down just in excess of 7%. Down. However, overall the momentum has been quite positive for this. So let's have a look at Aqua Metals and what kind of company they are. Okay, so first of all, they are certainly a good stock to invest for the long term. They're in the business of recycling lead, and in doing so also in an eco-friendly way. So they do have patent information regarding this, which we're going to look at shortly. In terms of producing high quality lead and plastics, they have the patented technology which is called aqua refining, so we'll have a look at that shortly. The company actually focuses more on licensing their technology rather than owning and operating the facility, so this is a good way of generating revenue quicker, where other companies and organizations can do more of the hard work for you. So let's now start by having a look at the company overview from the investor relations page on the Aqua Metals website. We can see here the headline here is that Aqua Metals' mission is to transform the lead acid battery recycling industry to be better for today's world. So the revolutionary modular aqua refining recycling technology is cleaner, more cost effective and energy efficient, and they produce ultra pure lead to modernize and import an important global recycling activity in a socially responsible manner. So they have good environmentally positive fundamentals there. Long-term potential is good, and they're also certainly in the market to take good advantage of this for the future. Okay, so what I'd like to share with you next is the 6 months chart. So if you have a look at this, we can see certainly this stock has also been affected by market conditions since February that have affected the EV sector, clean energy, and also many of the penny stocks. So we can see here early February at one point it was touching close to in excess of $7, and we can also see right now there has been consolidation down quite significantly, currently trading just at $2.83 close of play on the Friday. So although this stock was up in excess of 11% on the week, there was a little bit of a pullback on the Friday. So the overall momentum there, if we look at the chart for May, there does seem to be a little bit of consolidation, and I think possibly from June, July onwards, this stock could certainly be ready to move upwards, and we're going to also look at some news that also suggests this shortly as well. Okay, so we're going to have before we look at the news, we're going to have a quick look at a recap of their application for the patented technology. So this is from Battery Industry, and we can see here the headline that Aqua Metals submits provisional patent for new capability streamlining link from aqua refining to battery manufacturing. So we see in the illustration there we have the traditional process, which involves two processes of melting. It certainly seems a lot longer, it certainly seems to be a lot slower, and it also seems to be much more have a negative impact for the environment. On the left hand side we can see the new patented capability from Aqua Metals, which certainly seems to be quicker, more energy efficient, and certainly more positive for the environment. Okay, so bearing all that in mind, before we look at the news again, let's have a quick look at the full ratio analysis in terms of the highlights for Aqua Metals. We can see here in terms of the price, close of play on Friday, we know that that was around about $2.83. This gives the company a market cap of $192.56 million, which is not huge, so certainly it is still going to be regarded as a high risk penny stock. So let's have a look at the highlights there at the bottom. So the first one, the debt has dropped by 98% year on year and by 39% since the previous quarter. So this is probably the strongest positive financial signal for this company in terms of its key strength. So it's becoming debt free, it's becoming more cash rich. Second positive headline, the quick ratio has soared 53% from the previous quarter and by 14% year on year. So certainly the company is becoming more cash rich. That has been reflected in the quick ratio. So in terms of investment and going forward, it puts the company in a much stronger position. So let's have a look at the next one. The gross profit has surged 68% year on year, but decreased 3.2% quarter on quarter. So a little bit mixed signals there. In terms of the equity, that's increased 20% quarter on quarter, but decreased 19% year on year. So again, a little bit of a mixed signal there. Now let's look at some of the negative aspects of the highlights. So first of all, the revenue has gone down 98% year on year and 17% from the previous year. So the revenue is certainly going down, but to be honest, that is to be expected. And the main reason that is to be expected is the EV sector is not yet in full flow from an economical point of view. The EV sector, in terms of becoming full flow, is something that is going to happen more in the next 3 to 5 years and plus onwards. And once that happens, then companies like Aqua Metals and certainly American Battery Metals that we've also looked at previously, that's when these companies will have the chance to certainly go forward in terms of revenue generation. So that is a negative aspect for here. And obviously we know that gross margin has gone down 24% from the previous quarter. So in terms of this stock being a profitable company, that certainly will not be the case. Okay, so the first news article I'd like to share with you is from pennystocks.com, and they have chosen Aqua Metals as one of the 3 top stocks to put on your watch list for potential growth and a possible huge catalyst that could come up at any time. So let's have a look at the details of this. So first of all, they have noted that the company has recently seen some good solid momentum. The company we know is a recycling company with a primary focus on recycling lead products. We also know at the end of April, the company released the latest first quarter 2021 results, and the company is currently taking steps forward for evolving their Aqua Metals even further. So we know that they have patented technology, which once it has a breakthrough in the metals recycling market, the potential could be huge. So there's a quotation here, which I think is very important for us investors. So I'm just going to draw your attention to this quotation for third paragraph down, and that is more significantly, we are in advanced discussions with several strong candidates to license and implement our proprietary hydrometallurgical clean aqua refining lead recycling technology. So certainly what this basically tells me is they are in a strong advanced discussions. What that basically means next for the company is an announcement of a potential deal. So that has not yet happened. However, as soon as that happens, there will be a very strong spike in the share price. So in order to benefit from that, you have to be in the stock before the news breaks. Obviously, once the news breaks, the price will shoot up, so you'll be kind of a little bit behind. So again, no guarantee. We don't have insider information. We just got to use this as a clue. So it's a very important clue here. And we do know that this stock has gone up well in excess of 11% this week. And what sometimes happens with a lot of stocks is people do have insider information. That is illegal to use that for the benefit of profit on gain. However, you know, it can give an indication when you have more institutional investors. You can see for no reason the price is going up. So certainly it's all speculation. So in terms of the clue that we have from the quotation there could be an announcement. When that announcement is, we're not sure. Okay, so let's finish off by looking at possible strike price for this from Tuesday when the market opens. So we can see that on the previous weeks of trading, it was up in excess of 11%. Close of play on the Friday, it was just down in excess of 7%. So the overall momentum is up. However, with it being a high risk penny stock, there is going to be pullbacks, there is going to be volatility, and there is also going to be risk. So in terms of an entry point right now, in terms of where it is trading at the moment, I would certainly wait for a pullback and consider an entry into this at below $2.55. So if you can catch this at around $2.55, I certainly think that would be a good entry point. I think this stock has good potential for the long term. However, with it being a high risk penny stock, certainly I would consider using a stop loss and also consider taking profits. Certainly if you're looking to do that, I think a good stage to take profits would be once this hits $3.40, $3.50. So if you're thinking of taking profits, that would be a good time to take profits, or certainly also cash out on this play, and then consider re-entering once the volatility pushes the share price down again. Okay, so it's now time for lesson of the day, and we're going to continue with our series on chart analysis, looking at a little bit more advanced features that you can use with charts to make predictions. So today we're going to look at the ascending triangle and how we can use that to make bullish positive predictions. So if we have a look at the screen there, you can see the chart there for the ascending triangle. So look at this before we look at the actual chart itself. This is actually a bullish continuation pattern that signifies a breakout is likely to where the triangle lines converge together. So the triangle lines that are converging together in the illustration there, you will see are indicated in the two yellow lines. And what you would need to do, you would need to draw these lines in terms of the chart. You could draw them manually, you can draw them on any app, and then look at the ascending line and the support point. So if we have a look at the illustration there, we can see the blue double arrow on the top. That indicates the price projection is the height of the triangle on the left hand side. So you have the blue arrow on the top and in the middle, and then you have the blue double arrow at the bottom left hand side. And what we are saying is this also indicates a similar level of growth that is possibly going to happen. So that's an indication there. You can see at the bottom middle, you see the stop loss below the breakout level there would be a good point to add in your stop loss and trade in the direction of the breakout. So certainly this is a good feature here to use in terms of chart analysis when you see a similar pattern here in terms of using your stop loss, cashing out, investing, and also taking profit. Okay, I hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned.